ask for the damn referrals, would you please? And so we must have had a session on referrals. I'm like, no, where is it? Well, you drive down here, you hang a right. This was pre-MapQuest, Google Maps. And you hang a right here.
When the doubt gets loud, but answer that call. Vision ain't real till you grind that speed, so breathing deep. Then call the damn leads. Call the damn leads.
Hey, welcome back to Call the Damn Leads, the show by sales professionals for sales professionals. I'm your host, Drewbie Wilson. With more than 2 decades in sales, I've seen it, been through it, heard about it. Now I'm bringing those stories to you, my favorite people in the world, the sales community. Because let's be honest, this is the greatest show on earth. Doesn't matter where you come from, what background, what personality type, you can create an amazing life in sales. Today's guest, no stranger to the journey. I'd like to welcome Mike Ritzema to the show. How are you, sir?
Glad to be here, Drewbie. I'm pumped.
Hey, that's what I love to hear. I want to jump right in, and I want to hear your craziest sales story.
Craziest sale. Well, I've got so many I don't know where to start, but I'm going to start years ago selling food to restaurants. And, I just think the lesson of this story is ask for the damn referrals, would you please? And so we must have had a session on referrals. And so I went into one of my customers, a restaurant, and said, do you know of any restaurants in the area I should talk to? And they're like, have you been to the Dutch Mill? And I'm like, no, where is it? Well, you drive down here, you hang a right. This was pre-MapQuest, Google Maps. And you hang a right here. And I drove down this road for 2.5 miles. I hang a right. There is a wooden sign slammed in the ground. Hang a left, go down a dirt road, and there's this restaurant in an old house, sprawling, overlooking a lake. I walk in the door. Guy says, I have not seen a new sales rep here in 2 years. You come back next week, I will give you an order. And I came back the next week. He ordered every week for the rest of my career in sales, selling food. That same reference opportunity, I had an opportunity to go to a local bar. And it was a hot summer day, dirt parking lot. I pull up in this bar. I'm like, this is stupid. But the car door is open. I'm like, don't even go in there. And I left my price book. Back in those days, you had a price book. You compare prices, you win business. I left the book in the cart. I walked in with a business card and said, Mike here, if you ever want to talk, give me a call. She says, well, do you want to compare prices? I said, well, sure. I went back on my price book, came in. Their provider had been with them for so long. They had not seen a competitor. They were paying the most expensive prices you could in the area. I looked at my price book, went to the most expensive price, killed the current provider. She said, you come back next week. And I had that business for the rest of my career. Ask for the damn referrals.
I love this. I'm going to have to go trademark it before you get to it, Mike, just being honest.
Okay, well, I'm not going to race you. I'm not racing you to it.
I'm just fooling with you. But I do love that. And one of the things that I've really tried to push a lot, especially on this show, is the power of referrals and asking for referrals, and how there is a time where people need to be asking for referrals, even if the person they're talking to is saying, no, they don't want to do business with them. Is that something that you've ever experienced?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, today I have a technology company. I am a sales type. I'm a sales type. I'm not a geek. I'm a geek too, but I'm not one of those brilliant people that started the business in the garage. No, not that guy. I'm a sales guy. I'm an entrepreneur. Would somebody see the people and sell something? Would somebody have a conversation and ask for the business? But we actually look at where our opportunities come from. Is it coming from the sales reps knocking on doors? Is it coming from the web? Over 1/3 of our opportunities come from referrals. Guess what? When you get a referral, they generally buy from you. So we're turning the crank on that this year. We're saying, let's get organized around referrals. Let's do more, find better ways to get referrals.
Yeah, it's a part of the sales process that I don't know, maybe people feel icky about. It's like, hey, this person just gave me their money and like I don't want to be aggressive or whatever, but like that's the best time to ask if they've decided, hey, we trust you enough to hand over our credit card, our hard-earned buccarinos. Why wouldn't you want to say, hey, who else do you know that needs a little help? Like that's what we're here to do in sales.
If we're doing true confessions here, I've failed in my career. Why? Because I'm a sales type. I like the thrill of the kill. Give me the challenge. Let's go get that thing. So I haven't done a good job over the years of asking for referrals on a consistent basis because I'm a sales guy. I didn't even understand the difference between marketing and sales. In fact, I scoff at marketing till I realized a few years ago, yeah, telemarketing is marketing. So in that respect, me, the sales guy, I am a marketer. And yes, I've pounded the phone to get opportunities, but yeah, I'm coming back to referrals. We're going to turn that crank really hard.
All right, I want to go down this rabbit hole. Now that you've opened it up, Mike, like we're going in, because I have been a big believer that a real sales professional who learns the skill of marketing can write their own paycheck. Is that a statement you agree with?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's, I'm a little bit biased to gregarious salespeople, and I'm a gregarious salesperson. I'll go out there and network, I'll connect. Heck, I'm easy to sell to because I'm a sales guy. I'm like, talk to me. Maybe you have a good idea and I could learn from you and I would buy that. So absolutely. Part of selling is marketing. So that is being out there, connecting, networking with people, picking up the phone and dialing. When I moved from selling food to selling technology and computers for IBM as a business partner, I would get to IBM at 7 a.m. Why? Because I didn't want to sit in that public bullpen and have to dial the phone and have every professional in West Michigan listening to me. And we'd get the little private office and I'd pound the phone in there. Never forget calling a printing company, just cold call right in downtown Grand Rapids. And, a few days later, we're in there, and a month later, they bought a very expensive computer system from us. Just dialing the phone, trying to get an appointment, scared to death. I hated it. But it's part of the job. That's how you make money. That's how you build a sales career.
Yeah, let's go into that for a second, because I think there's a lot of people out there who, for whatever reason, are deathly afraid to pick up the phone and talk to people.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure exactly where it started, because salespeople always had this kind of stereotype of like, oh, they go and they talk to everybody and they're just very outgoing and like the extroverts. And it doesn't seem like that is the case anymore. And so I'd be curious if that's something that you have ever gone through, whether early on or at some point in your sales journey, and if it's something that you recognize in other professionals at this time.
Well, young people today, and I'm surrounded by what I call the youth of America. And in a texting digital world where I'm told people go to your website first, they get a feel for your company, then they buy. I see things a little bit differently. That's fine. You can go to my website, my LinkedIn page. You can find me on social media. But when you connect with that person, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Who would be that person that would have a conversation? My feeling about telemarketing always was and still is, and I would submit to anybody listening here, that even if you leave a voicemail, you're showing that you care. You're showing that you're there. I bought a brand new car years ago, a Buick K car. I walked in the showroom. I was a young person. I was like 20 years old. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I walked out, drove down the road, walked in. Young sales guy walked up and said, "Can I help you?" Bought a car from that guy. Please show that you like me, you want to do business with me, and I'll want to do business with you. And I submit that if you leave that voicemail, okay, it gets thrown into a text and an email. I understand that. But you do that 5, 10 times, it's like, this guy's not going away. We won some business. We had a guy by the name of Nevin who was doing telemarketing for us. And I went in to sit down. He got me an appointment. He was pure telemarketer. We sat down. I always ask, why'd you take the appointment? This guy here, he just kept leaving voicemails, wouldn't go away. Finally, I'm like, I'm going to take, this guy deserves an appointment, is what they said. So yeah, I think telemarketing persistence has value. Call the damn leads.
You teed that one up perfectly, Mike. I'll give you that. You've definitely played this game a time or two in pre-selling the process. And one of the things that I have two stories here that kind of go well with where we are right now, because number one, and I won't go too long into it, but like I can't tell you how many countless stories like you of like, hey, I walked into some place fully ready to buy, credit card out, like, let's go. No one seemed to care or want to talk to me. So I walked out and went down the street and bought from somebody else that showed even like the littlest amount of excitement.
Exactly.
And the other side of that is I recently had an experience where I actually hired a financial guy, a CFO, and was talking to him about our insurance and where like I come from the insurance world and I know I probably need to shop it around, but I just hadn't done so in a while. And so I asked him, hey, who do you recommend? Because the people I'm with don't ever call me, don't ever check on me, and frankly haven't earned my business. And so he connected me with a referral. Super dope. I reached out. He emailed all of us. I followed up within probably 12 minutes of getting the introduction email.
Yeah.
72 hours later, I finally got a message from this insurance person that was like, hey, we've been busy. Someone from our office will reach out to you on Monday. And it was like Thursday. And I'm thinking, okay. And then Monday comes around and a lady finally emails me and I email back and I explain what I need. And she's like, okay, well, we need to get on a call. And I'm like, I'd rather not get on a call until I know that you can provide me what I need. And so whatever. So she does the thing. She says, I got it. Go to get on a call. She schedules on my calendar, Mike. No call, no shows the appointment.
No.
Yep.
Mercy.
No call, no shows the appointment that she scheduled on my calendar. And then has the audacity, Mike, to email me and say, hey, I'm not sure how if you didn't call me or if you missed the time, but if you want to proceed, please email me to let me know you're serious about this. It was one of the wildest experiences I have had in sales in a long time, Mike. And so I just felt I wanted to share that because it goes so well with our conversation around referrals are the heart and soul of growing your business, and B, you gotta call the damn leads. Like, if people want to buy from you, show the heck up and let them buy from you. Like, what a great and so Mike, I know I don't mean to steal your thunder because this was like just one of those perfect moments of everything you've just said perfectly rolled up into one scenario. And so what I'd be curious about for you, because you're a sales dog, like you obviously love this game, you're in it to win it. What has kept you from really going out and starting, I know you said you're entrepreneurial, but like, why stay a sales dog?
Well, I will answer that, but first I want to say my former partner, Mark Hoekstra, says, and you've heard it before, 90% of success is showing up. Would you just show up and do your job every day? Good things will happen. Secondly, the opposite of the experience you had, I would suggest to anybody here, I don't know if previous episodes you've talked about the plan letter. Years ago, I read the book, I think it's the plan letter, but Google it, AI it. And I love the sales story because it's the opposite of, scheduling an appointment, not showing up. And the plan letter that in the book is you go on your first appointment. No, actually, you get you get the first appointment, or you go on the first appointment and you follow up with, here's what we're going to do. And we were selling very expensive software on IBM computers. And the plan letter says, week 1, we're going to do this. And week 2, we're going to do this. And it has 12 weeks. And then you're going to sign the contract. That's it. I sent this letter to a distributor, a distribution company. The guy called me back and said, the 5th week here, I'm on vacation. Is that a problem? I said, we can move that. I hung up the phone. I'm like, we won this deal. He's going straight down the list, right to signing the contract. I mean, that's one of the cool. And by the way, if you could just follow the 12 steps, you win the deal, but you don't show up, you don't win the deal. How hard is that? Just show up.
Man, Mike, it's so hard for people sometimes.
Yes. So to answer your question, I mean, I think, Socrates, know thyself. And so I interviewed a woman 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And because again, the way I see salespeople, gregarious, outgoing, energetic, excitable, Drewbie types, Mike types, that's it. No, she came in and said, I love process. The company I am at now has a sales process, and I just follow that process. I love process. I'm like, I didn't know there were salespeople that love process. We all hate CRM, don't we? No, this girl loved it. And so know thyself and understand who you are, and then find a way in life that way. And I'm a sales type, so I'm unapologetic about it. I got up in the morning, 5 years ago and said, damn it, I'm good at sales. You want to know how to sell? Talk to me. You want to be a consultant and help me sell? I'm the wrong guy. You want to pay me money to help you? I will help you. So I'm a sales type. I love it. It gets me up in the morning, and that's the journey of life: is find your sweet spot and then hit it hard.
Mike, I really appreciate you sharing that. I will also receive your compliment about being gregarious and outgoing, because you may or may not believe this, but I wasn't always this way. I'm very introverted at heart. I love to just kind of do my own thing. I'm more of an integrator type, so I like to build and nerd out and do all the techie stuff. Like, I love the CRM. Oh, you get talking about CRM stuff, like that just gets my juices flowing. And so I'm the opposite. I've come from being that more nerdy integrated type and had to learn to be outgoing and to step into that energy. And what I love about sales is that you have to have both. You have to be able to be outgoing and get excited about things and bring that passion to life. And also, the best salespeople, they learn how to shut up and go inside and let the other person have this whole process to make the decision. And so I'd be curious for you, how did you learn to, balance the two of those things so that you could be such a successful sales guy?
Well, I've had a lot of sales training through IBM. I was an IBM business partner, and I worked for IBM for 1 year. Hated it because we sat in so many conference calls and planning meetings, and I'm like, I just want to go out there and sell something. When can I want to take an order? So I quit that.
For this?
Yeah, I quit that program and went back to small business selling in technology firms. So I was going to say, so the first training was in solution selling, right? And that's question-based selling, to go and understand the pain and then provide the vision. The next training went to power-based selling. Power-based selling. You can understand all the pain in the world, present all the vision in the world, but if you're talking to the wrong person, you're not talking decision maker. What good is it? You need to get to the decision maker. So that's how does a sender like me, a D personality like me, a talker like me, learn to listen, is through a lot of that training. And I actually still today ask my team to go in with the classic insurance salesman, right? When the insurance salesman, or when you go to buy something, they're like, we've got a bunch of questions, fill in the form. I bring the cheat sheet. I need to ask these questions. And by the way, when you ask the question, why are you looking to change? What are the criteria for your decision? Who's making the decision? When is the decision being made, for the most important questions you can ask, plus all the pain questions. They're telling you how to sell to them. And that's the way I was trained. Ask the questions and then figure out how to provide the vision. With the solution selling, Drewbie, I'm sure you've heard it said before, but no premature elaboration. And we're not going to start selling until we've asked all the questions, and then we might go into our presentation and see what is the responsibility of the sales rep in a call. Always, always, always the next step. What's the next step?
I absolutely love how you broke that down. Very well said. And to be honest, we could probably sit and nerd out about this topic for like several hours, Mike. But I do want to respect your time because I know this is just the tip of the iceberg of what you can offer from a guidance standpoint. So how do me and the listeners come find you, follow you, check out more of your content?
Sure. I'm Mike Ritzema, Michael Ritzema on LinkedIn, social media, everywhere. I'm out there. And my company, i3 Business Solutions, here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we're a technology firm. We either become the IT department for small businesses or we help the IT department. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me at i3businesssolutions.com, shortened as the letter I, the number 3, bus.com. I'm out there. Love to talk sales.
Absolutely love it, Mike. Thank you again for taking some time out of your day to be here with us.
Great, Drewbie. Glad to be here.
Listen, if you guys enjoyed the show, you know what to do. Go share it on social media. Tag me, tag Mike. Let the world know you invested some of your most valuable asset, your time. Listen to the show. You got some value. Maybe you know somebody who sucks at sales and they need to hear this. Send it to them. You don't have to say they suck. Like, don't tell them that. But just say, hey, I was listening to this episode. I thought of you. Wanted to send it over. I think you'll get something out of it. Because that's what it's all about. Sharing the story, spreading the message, helping people get more dialed in so that they can live an amazing life in sales just like Mike is. And listen, if you have a story and you want to share it, I'd love to bring you on the show. Head over to callthedamnleads.com/podcast. Send us your details. Get signed up. While you're there, grab a hat, keychain, book, something. Support the show. You guys know what to do. Go call the damn leads. We'll see you next time.
When the doubt gets loud, but answer that call. Vision ain't real till you grind at speed, so breathing deep. Then call the damn leads. Call the damn leads.